Aberdeen Harbour.
Yeah, so you can pick up to a speed of between 5 and 6 knots, please.
A multi-million-pound business at the cutting edge of maritime technology.
Dad, Bridge, you on the move, Bob? Roger, on the move, guys.
Where everyone works together.
I can't swap these guys, you know. They're right to.
You've got to be on the ball, you've got to be alert.
In the most challenging conditions.
Your feet gets caught in that, it'll drag you over the side.
Up and down, man.
To keep the harbour running.
Good idea! Oh my God!
Come on!
Every single day of the year.
You are looking good on starboard side. No, we don't drive a submarine.
Every year, 8,000 ships pass through the harbour. Ships that battle daily with a brutal North Sea. And they all need a little TLC. It's why the Scandi Inspector, a ship that's 34 years old, is about to enter dry dock.
Morning again, sir. Just watch out for a ship coming out of Waterloo Cross.
Okay, sir, thank you.
The ship is 18 metres wide. The entrance, just 21 metres.
If you could still give a kick ahead, yeah.
It's a tight squeeze for Assistant Dockmaster Frankie Longmuir.
Stop all propulsion, yeah. Onto the forward pin!
They use ropes to pull the ship forward.
Keep pulling! It's got loads of slack!
That is, if they can land them on the deck.
If you just watch him trying again, I can guarantee you won't get it. Oh, Phil! Is that right, Phil? They're coming to help you. Come on, Stuart. The shortest guy there. Right, Magic, we're about to start pulling for it.
Okay.
With all the ropes attached, Frankie can bring the ship into position.
Slacken down your ropes.
At the centre of the dock.
That should be far enough for it, that Magic. Everybody thinks it's all modern technology and done with lasers, but it's not.
Once they close the gate at the entrance,
Okay, Frankie, gate is closed.
the process, which gives dry dock its name, can finally begin.
Two pumps exactly the same, but because of the amount of power they use, you have to start one and then the other. Once you see it kicking in like that, you know that it's actually started the pumps.
The water passes through a series of pipes into the harbour.
That's it, I'll let it go.
It takes 5 hours to pump the dock dry. Only then can they start the massive task ahead.
There'll probably be engine work done to it and steel work done to it. Basically, it is just a big MOT. Right, next job.
The harbour generates more than 500 million for the local economy, providing jobs for 11,000 people who rely on the constant traffic for their livelihood.
See if you put on heavy metal or white snake, you're dead. You did show you white snake, ZZ Top and Meatloaf. You did show. Now yours would be more Pericomo, is it?
That's right, yeah. Andy Williams.
Andy Williams, unforgettable. No, first sing that again.
I've forgotten.
Val Morrison's been a barmaid at the Crown and Anchor for the past 21 years.
trying to get into line.
One of her customers is having a problem with his mobile.
Free Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi.
He can't connect to the internet.
If you go in here and you go into the cloud, you Nelly, you'll get it. You do came and close at 1.
This is very complicated.
Built into your apps, you can put your apps on. See, simple setup.
You'll get a clap in that app in a minute.
Aye, and I'll stick his phone for the sun doesn't shine.
Montrose. I didn't sign up for this.
But this is a very special evening for Val.
A couple of me of them, we'll get him. We'll get him planning, putting up, and then that'll be all this just done.
The pub's been up for sale. And Val's boss, Jill, has just had her offer accepted.
I can't imagine my life at Aberdeen here. Somebody could have bought it. It could have come in and says, "We're not wanting yous. We're not wanting the staff." Yeah? Everybody laughs. Everybody says, "You're not wise, you." It's only a pub. I says, "Well, it's not just a pub to me, and it never will be." This pump will begin right up your jacksy. This is why you love your job. Jim Brown, you're a sad, sick, deranged man.
Morning, Captain. I'm just tying up the toy set invincible down at Regent 4 here.
Okay, no, thank you very much, sir.
For boatman Alan Cowper, it's work as usual, tying or untying the boats that are heading out to the North Sea.
Beautiful.
Okay.
This is the days you're glad you're a boatman. But then again, this is summer in Aberdeen, so you better enjoy it.
As always, Norman Campbell, his childhood friend and sparring partner, is on shift too.
I'm just making it look easy.
Like Andy. Like John.
Oh, what a life, what a life.
Hey, Todd. Never worked so hard in my life. It's just a continuous...
When two of the boatmen retired, neither had to look far for their replacements. Gary Morris is Norman's 21-year-old nephew.
Basically right now we're waiting on the Volstad Viking coming into Duthie's.
And 17-year-old Scott is Alan's son.
I hate breaking in new doors. No, it's like really tight, it's horrible.
Working with Gary has been a revelation for Norman.
I mean, he can be a bit of a scatterbrains at times, but again, it's old head and young shoulders, you can't do it. You just got to let them find a way.
Volstad Viking in position. I don't call him Uncle Norman at work though. I just call him Norman.
But the two young'uns have yet to master the first lesson of being a boatman.
Nice.
Staying out of the way.
That's what you're wearing a hard hat for?
You've just got to let it go. He's a big boy now. He's in the big boy world. He's got to have to step up and, you know, do the business sort of thing.
Norman jokes around and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, you'll never be as good as us," and stuff like that. You know, I'm not too sure if we could ever live up to them, but like maybe just slightly below them. Just almost as good. I can see it, Scotty. Can you? You're so talkative. It's amazing.
It's mid-morning on the Northlink ferry, which runs daily between Aberdeen and the Northern Isles. And staff are preparing for an invasion of bikers.
Off the rally at Shetland. Catch the boat. Same as everybody else queuing up here.
Every year, Shetland holds the Simmerdim Rally.
Is there a ferry? Is there a bike rally?
It's just a case of just driving onto skis, it's round the corner, they've got a hybrid bracket, they'll type it to
At least 300 bikers descend on the island from all over the UK.
Meet lots of people who sort of like haven't seen for a year.
I wouldn't miss it for. It's like a family. Best days of my life have been spent on Shetland. Absolutely cracking. Absolutely cracking.
On a normal crossing, there are a handful of bikes.
Here we go again.
Today, they have well over 100.
Shore security, car deck.
And loading started early for Second Officer Steve McLeod.
Just making sure everything's going to plan. Quite a sight when they're all aboard.
And it's hard to keep track of them all.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost count what we have, but...
Shore security, car deck.
Go ahead.
Any idea how many's come through so far?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
They're just constantly coming on.
Each ship is surveyed twice every 5 years. And Dale's Dry Dock is one of only 2 left in Scotland that can handle ships of this size. Over the next 11 days, a team of around 80 men will take her apart.
Keep it coming.
And put her back together again.
Up you go, Terry, once it clear the grunt.
The anchor and chains will be checked for wear and tear.
One down, one to go.
The steering mechanism examined.
There's heaps of stuff that can go wrong with this. See that there? That's in the oil. That means there's a problem somewhere.
That's going to need a fair bit of machinery.
But the biggest job is here, in an area known as the Moon Pool. A construction support vessel has to be able to launch an ROV, or remotely operated vehicle, safely down these 2 pillars.
The wear and tear on both of them, there was just far too much movement. It was just causing problems. It was snagging, and so it's not very good when you've got the ROV sitting on the end of that. So it needs to be running smooth.
Pushcar security.
130 bikes, full up, chock-a-block.
Aberdeen BTS, Rossi.
Captain Nigel Barnes is ready to set sail.
Okay, they can let go fore and aft.
Fore and aft, let go.
As always, it's a tight squeeze.
Head on the engines. Just providing thrust to clear these 2 supply boats. Come round to the middle of the cut. Port 10. Aberdeen BTS, Rossi, all clear now, thanks.
Clear, Rossi, thank you.
Ready, sir?
There are 2 bars on the ferry, and both are full.
Hi, sir, what would you like?
Just a pint of belly.
Pint of belly. Simmer dim. Local brew. Makes your eggs very wobbly. 370, please. Thanks very much.
I've had 2 breakdowns today.
Mark Smallwood and his son Vincent are simmer dim virgins.
I wanted to head south, but I was outvoted. And we ended up coming north instead. Which is just silly, really, isn't it? The sun's not up here.
Some passengers have come on rather more prosaic modes of transport. Responsible for ensuring it all runs smoothly is foreman Jimmy Innes.
Is Robert going to want to cut out that hole now? There's a lot of money's worth up in the top of here, the antennas and satellites, and you don't want to damage that. Like, that just comes out of our pocket money.
And once you get out past the side door.
1.2 metres.
Crane operator Kevin Innes is also feeling the pressure.
We've got to plan height, weight, distance. I mean, if you don't set the crane up right, there's a lot of people's lives at risk. You know, if the crane topples over into the dock, I mean...
Right, zip it language or I'll zip it for you.
Val's always had a unique way of dealing with the customers.
I'll eat my fit up your jacksy. Quicken, there you go. If when Jill comes in, I'll nip up and get changed. Putting on a dress tonight.
Slipping into something more comfortable like that.
Aye, a leather boss. If I could get you to fit me. We pick the table fast because we put the cover on and then that's where we dance. Aye, I'll get a lot busier. It's got to be a brilliant night.
It's 7 a.m. and the ferry's arriving in Lerwick.
Everybody's coming down slowly but surely. Get fired up and get everybody off.
130 bikers are heading towards the small village of Fidlin to celebrate Simmer Dim, or summer twilight, when the sun briefly dips below the horizon. Or at least it would, if there were any sun.
Somewhere in Scotland, need a winter hat.
Most people camp, despite the weather.
You got that end? Struggling. All the way from sunny Whittle to this. Hey. What day did he have summer on here?
Up north is the wrong direction. It's too cold and wet. But we were outvoted, so we had no choice.
It's not raining, so we can't complain.
Gone and said it now, hasn't it?
We'll be up in a minute.
Give it 5 minutes. Heavens will open.
Shetland is rich in archaeological sites, with a landscape dominated by hills and inlets. Nowhere is more than 3 miles from the sea. But none of our bikers are interested in the island's cultural or natural diversity. It's the first of a mammoth 4-day binge.
Got me drinking again.
At the Scandi Inspector, work is underway to prise the pillars from the frame of the ship. With the hatch removed, you can see all the way down. A fact that is not lost on Jimmy.
You're bound to get jammed before you can hit the bottom, aren't you?
Kevin's biggest challenge is that he can't see what he's lifting.
We've got the computer here to tell us the weight, the distance, everything that we're doing, but we can't see the load.
He's relying on Jimmy to guide him.
Just gives 5 minutes till I get down inside the hangar.
It's going to be a testing few minutes for all of them.
Come up in the wire slowly, up in the wire slowly. Up you go. As long as that stud's done a snag in a hole. a f***ing long beam, like.
Just when it seems to be going well,
What the f*** is that? Up and down, man. Up and down, got it. Holy shit. Slings that out.
a stud has caught on the edge of the hatch.
Yeah, prize it above it. Can you slew to your right, just a little? Okay, up in the wire, slow air, up in the wire. Now you're alright, Kev, up you go. Up you go. Okay, once you clear of the mast, clear of the deck. Right, clear. Okay, down you go, down the wire, down you go. Alright, Kev, that's you off. Up you go. It's been a good day. Hopefully by Monday we should be able to start dropping the new ones in. That'll be it for the day, yeah, it's enough, more than enough.
Alan can understand why his son Scott might struggle with ropes that can weigh up to 80 kilos.
You build up your muscles, you do feel it some days, but when you're not used to it, again, I've seen them coming home and saying, well, that was heavy today, but you told them to go to the gym and get built up.
He always worries when his son's at work because he's aware of the dangers he faces.
I suppose it doesn't matter how old you are, it's still your boy and your girl and things like that, you know, you can. And you forget about all the cheek that they give you still want to look after him, you know.
He's just pulling off, and then when the pilot gives me the word to let go of the spring, I'll let go of the spring. I'll declare all clear, and then he'll head off. Hopefully my uncle is like a little bit impressed with me. Maybe a little bit, even though he'll never admit it. Hopefully maybe my granddad's looking down on me as well, being like, oh, I'm proud of him. You never know, if I have kids, I might bring them in. Continue the tradition. Who knows? Who knows? Horse B, line's all clear.
Roger, minute out.
Subby makeup on, I can't do without makeup. I hope nobody stands in my friggin' tears. I can't believe we're doing this, you know. That's my gladder. I kicked them in the anthem. That's why I didn't know what to do. Yes, go for it!
Owner Jill would struggle without her best-known barmaid.
The gruesome twosome. Right here, I love you. It's like Coyote Ugly gone wrong.
Tonight, the pub's full. Not just with boat guys, but with stag and hen parties, for whom going round the harbour pubs is a rite of passage.
There's
doesn't look much from the outside, does it really? Well, take a look from the outside. The crown, C&A, as it's commonly known between the rest of us. But Jill, Val, they make Aberdeen. And I've got to go now, because we're sailing very shortly.
Going now.
It's just been a nice night. It's been magic. Really, it's been magic.
Coming up, Keith battles the elements.
The old man went, oh! And the mate went, oh, it's rough. And I was like, oh, no.
And Ricky battles with his creels.
Go on, you swine, I think.